What's up, everybody, man? What's going on, man? Y'all know it's been a long time, but Happy New Year, y'all. I know I say Happy New Year in all my short videos, but this is for my people on my podcast, for the people who I don't speak to on a normal basis, man. Hey, it's the year 2023, man. This is my first in-depth, long podcast, so just bear with me. I didn't plan anything. But I just wanted to come by and talk to you guys. We all know that 2022 was a trying year. And I want to shed some light. I want to shed some, just some words of encouragement that should help you get through your year. And I'm not saying that right now you're gonna need what I got to say, but I guarantee you, somewhere down the line, somewhere throughout the year, if you follow my show, if you follow my podcast, if you follow my movement, I've said something or done something that has touched your soul. And I just want to let you all know that I'm not here for the monetary value of what this can do for me. I'm here because I really genuinely care about your mental well-being. And this is a walk for me to get myself right. Because 2022, man, I've seen it all. 2022, I went through 1, 2, 3. I think I went through 5 jobs. Got fired from one job. I had to quit from one. I was let go from another job, and those are things that I've really never experienced because I've never ever been fired, never ever been let go. The feeling of having to quit a job, because it didn't fit what I needed for my family, that's basically what I was on in the year 2022. But also in the year 2022, I put myself in very bad predicaments. Put my family in a very bad predicament, and I had to play catch up on it. And what folks don't really understand is when you are truly trying to do the right thing, it's never easy. It's never easy turning over a new leaf and, trying to get yourself into that mature state of mind. People like to always say, oh yeah, I'm good. The truth of the matter is I'm not good. The truth of the matter is even when I'm smiling, I'm still going through something. And folks will take a smile and think that the person is doing so well. Most of the time, the strongest people, most of the time, the people that's really going through something are the ones that are trying to motivate you, the ones that are trying to push you through, ones that are trying to actually keep you steadfast on what you're going through. One of the biggest mistakes also I made in 2022 was waiting and was trying to figure out why I wasn't being accepted. Why wasn't I being invited? Why wasn't the door being open like the door was open for me? Like I have the door open for other people. And a lot of people say it, but I had to get into understanding for myself. I can't expect me from other people because everybody doesn't live how I live. Everybody doesn't see things the way I see things. And that's really tough for you to deal with when you love hard, when you love strong, when you're used to people turning their backs on you. It's like you want people to give the 1,000% that you give to them, and sometimes you don't get that. But that's not any reflection of who you are. So we gotta stop beating ourselves up about that. Can't change what somebody else think about you. Can't change what somebody else act towards you. You can only continue to be the best that you can be, and that's all it's about. Also, year 22, I got myself locked up a few times on some bullshit. Excuse my language, but that's what it was, because I couldn't do what I had to do as a man. And I'm paying for those right now. I'm paying for the mistakes, and I'm recovering from them as well. Everybody likes to point fingers at me, from friends or family, from my family. Like, I hear everything that's said about me, and I'm like, how can these people talk down on me when these are supposed to be the same ones that's supposed to love me unconditionally? They're supposed to be the same ones that's supposed to help me get to where I'm supposed to be in life. You know, people always want to point fingers at the person who's going through the troubles, but they don't ever want to help the person that's going through a trouble. Like, they always want to say, oh, tell the person, oh, look how bad this person is. How can you tell me how bad I am if you really don't know me? If you really don't understand what's going through up here? And what I did in 2022, is what I should have been doing a long time ago. Excuse me, y'all. What I did in 2022 that I should have been doing forever was to focus on what made me a good person. Was to focus on what really brought me true happiness. Was to focus on what I really wanted out of life. You know, my whole life has been, I wanted to do what people wanted me to do. I wanted to do what was getting me accepted. I knew that people really didn't rock with me was when I had to cancel some things because I was really homeless. Like, I couldn't attend a couple of events because really my family, we were going through a big time where, you know, we couldn't figure out whether we was coming and going. It was up to me to help us get out of that hole. And like, people really stopped dealing with me off that. You know, people always say, yo, you only want to be around people that's doing good. Well, what's doing good? Is doing good money-wise or doing good mentally and intellectually wise? People always trying to call me their brother. I don't want people in 2023 to call me their brother, to tell people that we are brothers, that we're family, if you don't really treat me like family. There's only 2 or 3 people who I really appreciate them calling me brother, you know what I'm saying, and I allow it to happen because they really treat my family like family, and we ain't blood related, you know. And it's really hard out here to see how much you are really a black sheep for being who you are, for being the person that God created you to be. You know, I would never turn my back on anyone because of who God made them. You see, when God created me, I already knew from a young age He created me to be different. He created me to be the strong link, because at the end of the day, there's going to be people who need somebody like me, somebody who is not scared of, hey man, look, in life you done did some effed up things, but you can always be great. You know, I don't hide behind Gucci, Louis. I don't hide behind material things to make me happy. My homeboy, my brother Sean, he hit me up. He was like, so what really makes you happy? Like, what's your peace? You know what my peace is? My cubs, my kids. My kids bring me peace. Knowing that no matter what I go through, knowing that no matter if I'm frustrated or not, when I walk through those doors, all of my cubs, it's like, daddy, and that's the strength to keep me going. Like, I don't care if I probably done got punched in the face at work. I don't care if somebody done slandered my name. No matter what you can't take away from me is how much of a father I am. So that's what pushed me through 2022. The fact that the mistakes that I was making was causing my children some pain. And you know, at some point we gotta grow. But see, now I'm trying to teach my children, like, the excuses is unnecessary. Like, I teach my children from the youngest to the oldest, never be afraid to apologize for what you've done. Never be afraid to acknowledge the wrong. Like, don't make excuses. Just own up to it and say, hey, I didn't mean to. My bad. I apologize. and I'm gonna do better. Don't try to find a reason. Don't try to find an excuse. Don't try to find an acceptance speech. Just own it. And this year, man, I am going to be really, really doing what I said I should have been doing last year. I will be interviewing people. I will be, starting new things. I have at least 4 people who I have to 100% link up with. I want to shout out Special K, aka Kimberly Johnson, aka Special K, for her support, for her always sharing, her willingness to want to be on my show. I have to make that happen. Shout out Indigo Burrell, Indio. I think I'm saying it wrong. If I am, I'm so sorry, sis. India Breda, she supports her brother like all the time, sharing posts, sending positive messages. Shout out my brother Joshua Neely for everything that he does for my family, for me. Who am I missing? Feel like I'm missing. Shout out my brother Sean, man. The love and support that he gives to our family. Big shout out to Mac, man. You need somebody, who's like-minded like you to always push you to a point to make you understand, like, even though we niggas and we men, like, hey, bro, like, you need this moment. And he always come through and, just shout out them couple of people real quick, because in life, man, tomorrow is not promised. And I feel like I do these shows. Oh, shout out to Tierra Royal. I cannot forget you, love, little sis, man. The support, always mentioning my name whenever somebody's asking for, so anybody do podcasts, catering. Man, I just want y'all to know that if tomorrow ain't promised to me, and if I ever go down, I just want y'all to know that this is not the end. So stay humble to working out your troubles. Believe in God. This your boy, Big Showout. Big blessings. Peace.